A recent study showed that South Africa is rated second in the world with the highest statistics of cyberbullying. Statistics around the world also show that male bullies at school are twice as likely to turn to bullying their girlfriends and spouses later on in life. In order to bring awareness to the plight of domestic violence in our country, the 1,000 Women One Voice initiative was formed to show their support for survivors of the gender-based violence and bring awareness to this epidemic. We chat to Claudia Roodt now on the work that the Trust is doing and why we should all support this initiative. Welcome to the show, Claudia.
Thank you.
Those statistics are horrifying, but we see it more and more whenever we look at the news, whenever we look online. We see how bad cyberbullying is, I suppose.
Yes.
Why exactly was this trust formed and what does it aim to do?
In 2003, Tina Tiat and Mrs. Ackerman of Pick n Pay got together and decided to form the trust. And every year from 2004, they have a luncheon for 1,000 women. And the money raised there goes towards organizations that do work around to end the violence against women and children. And that's exactly why it was formed.
And then what is your role within the trust and why did you decide to get involved?
Well, as an ambassador and as a woman who's also been through domestic violence and been a victim of domestic violence, it's important for me that we, in this country, as you say, with the high statistics, and about every 25 seconds or so, a woman is being raped. Every 6 days, a woman is murdered by an intimate partner. In schools in South Africa, it's about 57% of children that's exposed to bullying.
Wow.
And yeah, I've decided to sort of make it my life purpose to get involved, and therefore I do trauma training.
Yeah. What is trauma training about? Like, how does it work?
Well, I go to schools and train educators, social workers, parents, children around what is the effect of trauma, of which bullying is one.
Yeah.
And how do we need to go about the effects of the bullying, because that's something that can stay with you for a lifetime.
Yeah.
So a part of what 1,000 Women does as an organization is to be sort of a national voice against rape and bullying and issues that affect women and children.
And I think there's varying degrees of bullying and no one quite knows what the effect can be of that. Like, I think, you know, people can get bullied daily on their social media with just little nasty comments and the impact can be quite huge. How do you scale bullying and the kind of trauma, you know, do you think even if it's just consistent, mild bullying every day, that can have a big effect on a person and a child?
Well, if you look at trauma, I mean, siblings in the same house don't experience, for instance, domestic violence the same. So yes, there is a scale. I can tell you every day that your dress is ugly and it's going to have an effect that you want to commit suicide. Yeah. Whereas for someone else, they just brush it off. But a lot of that has got to do with how you feel at home, that I am important and those kind of things can't scare me. Yeah. A part of what 1,000 Women also do now is they've done a petition against the Rape Day game that's come out.
What is that?
On the 6th of March, there was a Rape Day computer game released. And 1,000 Women has now got the petition out for organizations and individuals to sign.
And what is that game that people can now go out and rape?
It's a computer game that you play to rape women.
How can this even be on the, like, how have the cops not gone and found out who created the game or anything like that?
I think they do know who, but we are asking people to sign the petition so that the game is removed and that it also can't be sold on the underworld and the black market.
So it still hasn't even been removed?
Some of it has, some of it not.
Wow, that's atrocious.
And there's a hashtag Stand For Her, and it's on the 1,000 Women One Voice website and also on the Avon site. They've also joined the petition.
We'll go and check it out. And then there's an app available as well with the Trust.
It's on the 1,000 Women site. People can join the anti-bullying app. And part of the launch this year, or the luncheon this year, is to get schools involved in an anti-bullying poster competition. And there's 4 tablets that can be won. We are requesting that schools get involved and individuals and businesses get involved to sponsor the competition.
Brilliant.
Because we find that in art, you know, there's a lot of a voice in art.
Absolutely.
For children to get involved. And also we're going to do training in schools around anti-bullying.
Wow. Claudia, thank you so much for the work that you do and for all those that you help. Thank you for being here today, sharing your story.
Thank you.